What Speaking Freedom does online is provide general information for the culture to use to advance and improve. What we do privately is help individualize it for your needs and benefits. Grow with us.
We are kings, we are gods, but how you get them to believe it when they don't believe in anything? We're gonna save some lives in this lifetime. We haven't church in a while. Like God's doctor in the streets, the Holy Ghost used me to set them free. If love is the new religion, the hate is sinning, we stay winning. Just handling God's business, we ain't tripping. No bread to be dipping.
Cause we're speaking freedom, giving you the answers to be free.
We use the client to develop, to grow, and to bring out the best in themselves. We are simply a tool to help you learn how to make better decisions. Not just one decision, not just today, but for the rest of your life. Encouraging each person through each trial and tribulation.
Okay, so just got out the shower, just really got up out the bed like that. But I wanted to talk about this show that I watched called Lucifer. I have a review and suggestion because I love the show and it's definitely in the right direction. I think that one of my favorite things about the show, well, one, let's start here. One, I didn't want to watch the show simply because the show was called Lucifer. So I really didn't know what to expect from it. You know, Christianity and society as a whole makes you feel like just learning about something or watching something makes you some type of way other than who you are, whether good, bad, or indifferent, etc. So I was like, I don't know if I really want to watch the show, but Kaci was like, it was good. So I was like, well, and then I seen the trailer for it and I passed it by and I'm like, okay. A couple weeks ago, I was just like, okay, I'm going to watch it. And when I started watching it, it was surprisingly really good. And I won't even say surprisingly. I love Maze. I think she reminds me of Halle Berry. She looks like her a little bit, but then her whole character is real stormish, or something like that. But she just reminds me of Halle Berry. So I really like Maze. I love her character. I love her thoroughness. I love her savagery. And detective. I love the detective. She reminds me of some stuff you already just know what it is. But I like her. I like that I like that everybody is dismissive about him being who he says that he is. I love that he is not the quote unquote epitome of evil, and he is not forcing people to do anything dangerous or harming anyone or anything like that. I really this is probably one of my favorite parts, is that they make the distinction between somebody doing something bad or evil out of their own wheelhouse and desire to do something to hurt somebody or something like that, and the fact that the devil, when he was an angel and casted down to the pits of hell to be the torturer or to be the overseer of hell, as the person that punishes people for doing bad, versus people thinking that the devil is making you do something or causing you to do bad, when really, honestly, it's a choice. You're choosing to do bad, and then the devil punishes you for doing bad. I also like that that they really one, they included all of the other angels. Like, it wasn't like just about Lucifer and demons or anything like that. It was, I have never seen um Devil's Advocate. I don't even think that I've seen the Da Vinci Code, and I may watch them now just because I'm mentioning it. But it was nothing from the clips of the Devil's Advocate that I seen. It was nothing like that. It was nothing evil at all. Like, really. And with me saying that, okay, so the next thing that I wanted to say with me saying that is that I believe that if Lucifer was repurposed for the Christian community, there are so many lessons in this damn show. Like, most Christians won't watch it just because it's titled Lucifer. So if you're looking to get a demographic of the Christian audience, or to enlighten people of the narrative, because the narrative itself is point spot on. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It could stay on for damn 20 seasons, especially because, I mean, now, did it move fast or move slow? It had a good pace to it. The length that it could be out and available depends on how they portray more characters, how they portray the angels, because they talk about all the archangels. Well, most of them have come to Earth as characters in this show, and has depicted different forms of what they do. Like, I don't know how spiritual you are, but if you're very spiritual and you research something in addition to the Bible, like you do your due diligence, and you read about archangels and more spiritual aligned type things, then or some in the Bible it talks about different angels that come to earth or whatever. So it was kind of like that, and it was like all of these angels that God created were brothers and sisters of Lucifer. So it wasn't like he was just some demon in hell, although at the end, spoiler alert, and eventually within the series he did spawn into a full like demon, but it was a catch to that. And so it's not really a spoiler if I don't tell you the catch, but but all of the time he was like an angel. He was helping people. He was living the life that he wanted to live. But within that, he wasn't all just doing bad and making people do evil things. He was literally like any regular old celebrity, and I'm not calling them Lucifer or anything like that, but that was the way that it was depicted, and I really liked that. And I liked the messages about God and religion, or God minus religion, and the coming to knowledge of God is within us, and it's our choices, and whatever we believe is what manifests into reality deep down, for real. Like, if you believe small, then you manifest small. If you believe bad, you'll manifest bad, and your belief system manifests different things into your life. Now, of course, I'm into being all things to all people, but the show overall was really good. Like, I liked it. I'm looking forward to when season 5 come out in a couple days, and I am gonna watch it because I want to see what happens next. I want to see what other angels manifest and come to earth, and like how they allow the realm of spirituality to be explored on a earth like real setting. Now, personally, I also did enjoy the fact that God's favorite son, quote unquote, which I believe is Jesus, was a black man, and he was like, regular. Like, I love that. I love that. I love that. I just like the whole show. Like, honestly, like, now, I struggle in some areas when it comes to watching scary things. So a lot of horror type things I do not watch. Now, I'm going to tell you, my anxiety was kicking a little bit last night when he turned full blood, you know what I'm saying? But seeing him relinquish himself and redeem himself and turn back into the angelic form of himself with just the face was kind of refreshing. But it had me thinking, like, what if such and such is, you know what I'm saying, like the devil? And just, I'd be thinking different. Not bad, not crazy, because if you really looked at the story, if you really watch it, it has a very good storyline. It has a very good, like, there is somebody, no matter how bad you are, no matter how evil you can be, no matter what people think about you or cast you out, or you know what I'm saying, like, no matter what, there is somebody out there that God created to cross your path to bring out the best in you. There is somebody out there, and then there is a team of support that will assist you and accept you, and no matter how bad you could be, these people bring out the best in you. And even if you encounter people that's not good for you, or you encounter people that think they are possessive over you or have control over you, or insist that you do things that are not really who God created you to be, wholeheartedly, then the people that are made for you will fight for you. They will love you through. They will accept you no matter what, but they will also call your bluff, and they will call you on the shit that you're not doing that lines up with your purposeful fulfillment. So, and that's kind of like being able to redeem yourself. And then I like the fact that, a man had a baby with a human, and I enjoyed the narrative of the super babies, the superhuman babies, like, to be human and yet to be angelic or have powers or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I love that narrative, because for some people that may feel close to reality. Different things that we see depicted on TV can help bring clarity in some areas, because you're using a platform to tell a story. Now, at some point, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, if you was able to conceive that in your mind, then that story could be true for somebody, and you're just being used as a divine tool to help them know that somebody understands their mind, in a sense. But there is nothing that has been created that hasn't been a truth to some extent. So I liked it. I think that, again, if the show Lucifer was given a Christian spin, or if you remove if you change the same exact narrative of the show, the same exact content type of flow, of course you wouldn't be able to do it word for word. We don't want that anyways, period. But if you repurpose the show and made it about either gave it a different angle, a different angel, or used a different title, even, like, because the point overall should kind of remain about exposing the truth about free will and purpose and how God makes everything come together in alignment, because this is what the show is really about. If you notice it, then you will see that everything in the show was something that God pre-orchestrated before their birth or coming to that place in that moment. So it's like, if me and you cross paths, even if we don't stop and speak to each other, even if we don't know each other, even if we don't acknowledge each other, even if, you know what I'm saying, we don't even realize that we were close to each other in proximity, God preordained that moment. God already knew that that moment was going to happen. Now, I think that I explained this maybe in written context and maybe even in another video, but I'm going to explain it again. This is like what I was saying yesterday, as far as you could say something and then say it again and it'd be kind of different. But if, even if we don't interact, us being in the same place at the same time at any given moment is a God ordained moment. The only thing that changes those moments, and it's still, God knew which way you was going to go, but God gave you an option to choose. And based on the option and the route, the decision, even the ambition and determination, it will tell you where you're going to end up. And it's only within a certain parameter. You can only go, you know what I'm saying, within this certain realm of direction. Like, you can't do something that is not within your wheelhouse to do, not within your grasp, not within your, like, if you're not presented with something, if you don't know something, if you're not exposed to something, then you don't know to do it. So you can't do something that you don't know anything about, that you're not aware of. But when you become aware of it, then that becomes a part of your exposure to make decisions better, wiser, or not. But based on what you've been exposed to, based on the life that God chose for you, these are the decisions that you are capable of making. God knows which decision that you will make. It's like the Oracle in the Matrix, but he's giving you the opportunity. You're giving yourself the opportunity to choose, and based on your choice, these are the things that you will face. Now, sometimes these things can be good, sometimes these things can be bad, sometimes they can be indifferent, sometimes they may be junctures in order to take you to the next place. And in this show, it really showed that it gave that was a strong point in the narrative for me, because at different points it was like, well, God placed you in my path. What did he place you in my path for? And they hadn't really determined this as of yet. They have kind of just left this particular portion bland. But when determining what God placed the person in your path for, you have to understand what your purpose is. And when you understand what your purpose is, you'll see what God placed people in your path for, and then you will be able to carry out that connection, interaction, or whatever the case may be. Sometimes God don't have you around people forever. It may be a couple months, maybe a couple years. And I was thinking about this in the shower. Your friends that you are friends with 5 years ago might not be the same friends that you are close friends with today. The friends that you are close friends with today might not be the close friends that you have 20 or 10 or 15 years from now, because as you grow and as you change and as you evolve, if the people around you aren't growing, changing, and evolving with you, then they will kind of weed themselves out on your journey, on your path, and on your personal purpose as you go on, you know what I'm saying, to fulfill that. And it's crazy because we kind of try to force sometimes people to be on a path that's not designed for them. Sometimes we try to exclude people that needs to be on the path that's designed for them, and they are not. But at the end of the day, everybody you encounter for a reason. They play a purpose. They play a point in your purpose. Now, sometimes it's just like when you have deja vu of being a place or seeing something. Sometimes people are aligned within your purpose just so that you can have that moment, so that you can know where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do if you ever had a dream or seen something like that about you. Now, whatever makes that deja vu is like a dream or a vision or instance replaying or coming true. So you have to understand and learn what that means for you. Yeah, that's my view on that, and my extra content. Again, if you change just repurpose the way it's presented, but give the same narrative of how the devil is not controlling people and making people do evil, although there can be and has been, or acknowledge the possibility of being possessed, or like things like that. But really, you gotta really consider the narrative of chemical imbalance and the things that affect people and make people change, do, and experience the different realms of living that people experience. But I am about to go right now. I want to get up. I want to fix me something to eat because I done laid back down. I need to go and I think I'm going to make some salmon patties. Although that I have tons of other food in the house that I've been cooking, I've been trying to make these salmon, crab, shrimp patties for a couple days. So I'm gonna get her done, and I gotta go, gotta run. Hope you had fun. Bye.
I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live what I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all inside of me is sexual chocolate.
Thank you for joining Speaking Freedom as we continue to assist you with your daily growth and intuitive wisdom. Loving is a lifestyle and we love to love. Inspiration is how we fuel faith. Please join us daily for your inspiration and motivation.
We have the entire world to offer you at your fingertips. Your life enhancement coaching specialist. Thank you for choosing us to assist you in accomplishing your personal and professional goals. And have a beautiful day. In love, we trust. This is brought to you by Good Head Group, Love Gang, and Speaking Freedom. We thank God for you, and we love you.